Does this happen to you too often? Are you tired of actually winning whenever you play Yomi Hustle? Well, my friend, then you've come to the right video, because this is how you can lose every single match you ever get into in your only move is Hustle. It's actually pretty simple. Step 1. You see this thing right here in the corner? This is called your DI. You use it by, you pull it in certain directions, and you can use it to kind of move your character when you can't actually input your attacks and all this stuff. So if you're getting comboed, you can escape the combo, and maybe even start a chain of your own. But of course, this isn't a guide on how to do that. We want to get comboed. We want to stay in that as long as possible, with the end goal of eventually losing the match. So how do we do that? Simple. Do not touch this the entire game. No matter what. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Bonus points. You can touch it, but this is a bit of a high skill maneuver. You pull it directly towards your opponent or directly down in response to one of their combos, and then you go back to forgetting it exists and never touch it again. Step 2. You know how there's a single player mode in this game? A mode that you're supposed to use to learn to play the character you want to play as, while also learning how to play around the characters you might have trouble with? Yeah, don't use this mode. Ever. It's completely pointless. Why would you want to do that? You're not here to play single player like a pussy. Wait, what are you here to do? You're here to lose in a multiplayer match. And if you want to lose, you cannot know shit about this game. So instead of playing this, what you should do is immediately jump into multiplayer, find a character you're not good against, have them use a strategy or move that you don't understand or haven't seen before, and then cry in the comments for the game for the devs to nerf them instead of understanding how to play around it. Step 3. On round start, you should just immediately dash backwards. Dash or dodge back. You know why? Because there's no attack in the game that can actually hit you if you dash back. Did you know this? It's a 100% safe option to do all the time, and it never gets predicted and never just ends up unnecessarily prolonging the match, especially against characters you might not like. Speaking of round start tips, step 4. When you inevitably get hit on round start after using the most predictable opener in the entire game, immediately use your burst. Don't even think about it. You know how there's that thing where you can see your opponent's moves and if they'll hit you or not, or if they can even get a combo off whatever they're trying to use? Yeah, don't look at that. Burst like there's no tomorrow, man. It's an extremely powerful tool, so you might as well use it as often as you can, right? What's the point in saving it? You know how you can combo things off of it if you do it in a corner? Of course you don't, because you didn't actually play single player to figure this out. So that doesn't matter. Used on round start, you will be all the better for it, and you'll lose a lot more of your games. It's great. Lastly, number 5, the most important tip of all. Everything else I told you was more kind of things on generally how to make it more likely that you'll lose, but you can do all of that and maybe through dumb luck still win. This assures you will lose the game. After you get predicted on round start, all you gotta do, leave the match. Just forfeit, straight up, right there. And here's why. If you do this, you'll actually never learn how to play the game correctly, because you just leave. Like, Yomi Hustle, there's actually a really nice community of people who play this who would be more than willing to explain to you what moves they used, what strategies they used, how they worked, and how you can play around them. That's why if you're trying to lose more matches, you shouldn't take advantage of this fact at all, man. Just immediately rage quit the match, maybe send a couple curse words in chat at the person you're mad at for losing, even though you're very clearly trying to lose if you're doing all of these things, and then be on your merry way to join another match and lose that one too. Well guys, that's all the tips I have for this video. If you want to learn how to lose at more games or want more Yomi Hustle content, you know where to subscribe to. This guy. Anyways, see you all in the next... See you all... You'll... What the fuck was that noise? Anyway, see you guys next video. This is the outro song. This is the outro song.